What's up everyone, it's Bcos here, and in this video I kind of wanted to talk about the details of the stats revamp because from what I read, it's basically the only important one so far, or not important, but the only one that kind of put everything together. So this is the third stats revamp post, so 1.3, which will be in the description or video title, and it's the first one that actually gives us the direction they want to take the game. So I haven't made any videos about the other two, but basically the other two were just getting rid of CR differential, which is obviously a good thing, and then changing powers without a reason yet. So that's why I didn't really want to post anything yet, because it didn't really interest me because it was just kind of random. But in the stats revamp 1.3, they made a very long post about basically what they were planning on doing with the powers and how the stats revamp was going to work. So I'm just going to explain that first, and then I'll explain the play from the tray DPSing, which is the second part. So basically, the way they want DPSing to work to begin with, just in these updates, is a hybrid, which is a mixture of powers and weapons, and then a play from the tray DPSing style, which is just using powers only, which if you want to compare that to something that's kind of like a quantum AM, but not exactly, don't get too involved in thinking it's just quantum AM like that, but it's similar. I'll explain it later in the video. And then a weapon focused, which is basically just weapon combos and then a power, kind of like how sorcery and earth are right now. You do a weapon combo and then you do a power, just without the whole pet thing. And another thing, that's basically all that they have so far, which is a really good start and actually makes me interested in testing all these new powers and how they work. So also later, which really interests me the most, is that they're not only having those specific ways to DPS, but they're looking into the future with like DPSing with supercharged loadout, iconic powers, proc, which is what's it called? Adding like a PI, melee and range combos, dots, bursts, and pets, which is specific to all the powers, making them all, different in their own way, instead of just each power will be able to, either spam powers or you'll use a weapon with powers or just a weapon, type of thing, which is kind of what we have now, but it seems like it'd be a better version of that. So the 1.3 kind of makes the game flow better, like the combat is better than how it was before, which was kind of disinteresting me from the game a little bit because how slow everything looked. But since they're trying to up the combat pace by making powers actually usable, I think this revamp will be actually useful for me to test. So to the second part, which is the play from the tray loadout. So basically this is going to be like a DPSing with just your hotbar and just powers. So you're going to have low cost powers, which will cost 100 power, medium cost powers, which will cost 200 power, and high cost powers, which will cost 300 power. So, and the way that works is obviously each is going to do more damage based on how much power they consumed. And the interesting thing about that is that from a DPS perspective, you're going to have to be focusing more on how much power you have versus how much might you have, which is definitely different and cool in an aspect because it's a different way of DPSing compared to what we have now. To compare it, I don't know if anyone plays Final Fantasy, but if you do, it's kind of like Black Mage of Final Fantasy, where you have to manage your power bar and you can use high hitting moves versus low hitting moves when you have more power, which is cool because it it creates more randomness than just, a specific rotation, although a specific rotation will eventually be found out. So the more power you have, the more likely you are going to be able to use those high cost powers to do more damage. And then might will be like your secondary stat, which is uh, pretty cool as well. Um, and then obviously you'll have to have a power regeneration power with that. So that's basically sums up what playing from the tray is. You should be able to use any 5 moves basically. What they suggested was a 1 low power cost move, 3 medium, and 1 high power cost move, and then a supercharge to finish out your loadout, which wouldn't be too bad, but I'm sure I could find a way to fix that up a little bit. So yeah, I plan on starting to test some of these powers. So if you made it to this far in the video, that's good because you're interested in what's actually going on. And 2, you can pick which power I'll test out first. I think there's only 3 on there right now. Let me check real quick to see exactly which powers. I'm pretty sure it's sorcery, gadgets, atomic, electricity, sorcery, and mental. Did I say ice? I think I said ice. Let me read that. Sorcery, electricity, atomic, gadgets, ice, and mental. So pick one of those powers. I would recommend picking electricity first since it's one of the more fun powers. But if you don't, I'll try and put up a video with an interesting loadout based on the play from tray style Dpsing. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.